You have 12 hours to get out. That's what my stepdaughter told me. She stood in the home I had crafted from the ground up, her gaze as unyielding as frozen steel, demanding I vanish. She had no clue her aging stepfather, the one she dismissed as slipping into confusion, was quietly holding a fortune of $125 million. I simply nodded, cradled my wife's faded portrait, and stepped into the chill. Her own displacement papers landed at dawn the next day. I'm thrilled you're tuning in. If this tale resonates, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment with your corner of the world. I'm curious how wide this echo spreads. Back to the heart of it. I lingered in the great room, the autumn light filtering through the arched panes, casting elongated shadows over the hand-hewn pine floors I'd laid and polished 4 decades past. This lakeside retreat, our haven in Willowbrook Hollow, had forever been my refuge, a place where the whisper of water against the shore drowned out the world's clamor. Yet today the atmosphere hung heavy, tainted. The usual scent of pine resin and damp earth was stifled by an intrusive chill, a foreboding that clawed at the edges of my senses. In my grasp was the sole memento on the hearth, a frame holding Miriam, my departed wife, captured in the glow of a 1987 summer. She beamed with a radiance that eclipsed the sunlight, her locks tousled by the lake's gentle gusts. 3 years had passed since her absence carved this void in me, but the pain sliced as fresh as shattered crystal. I traced a calloused finger over the cool surface, desperate to summon even a flicker of her lingering warmth, the echo of her laughter that once filled these walls like a symphony against the encroaching silence. Bam! The entryway burst inward, crashing against the timber frame. I startled, nearly letting the frame slip from my hold. Alara, my stepdaughter, stormed in, not solitary. Her spouse, Blaine, shadowed her. Blaine, the polished venture capitalist, with his perpetual air of boardroom polish, spared me no glance. His device was glued to his ear, his tone booming with that unmistakable Midwestern elite entitlement. Precisely 8,000 square feet prime, lakeside, overlook, he declared, volume pitched for my ears. It's a view worth millions. Ideal for the firm's summit next month. The investors will lose their minds. Seal it. He strode by me as if I were mere decor, aiming for the expansive vistas to claim his trophy. Alara's expression was a fortress of icy detachment as she advanced on me. No greeting, no inquiry into my well-being. Stepdad. She barked her words like a whip crack. Clear the clutter. Before I could absorb the assault, she yanked Miriam's image from my grip. My digits clung, momentarily scraping dryly against the wood as she wrenched it away. We require the room. She flung it onto a side chair, inverted a callous dismissal that sent a jolt through my core. My pulse quickened, a simmering fury igniting deep within one that had festered unspoken for far too long. I drew a steadying breath, striving for composure. Alara, you didn't even message ahead. No time for niceties, she retorted, trailing a manicured nail along the harvest table. It's filthy. You can't maintain even basic upkeep anymore. Blaine pocketed his device at last, pivoting with a grin for Alara alone. It's manageable, darling. I coordinated with the planners. They're dispatching a full restoration team and stylists come Monday. I stood rooted, the words designers, planners, echoing in my skull like distant thunder. What in the world are you implying? Alara exhaled dramatically as one might to a bewildered elder. Stepdad, hear me out? I'll simplify it. We're assuming control. Assuming control. Precisely, she affirmed, arms folded tightly. Blaine requires this estate for a pivotal firm gathering end of month. His standing hinges on it. Blaine interjected, condescension dripping. Elias, these are heavyweight backers. We're discussing contracts in the tens of millions. Can't slum it at some roadside lodge. This spot, he surveyed with appraising eyes, holds promise. And you, Alara pressed on, will relocate with Theo. I reached out to him already. Your former quarters await. It'll suit you. Someone to monitor your slips. The phrase monitor you twisted in my gut, portraying me as a feeble relic unworthy of autonomy, not the architect of their every privilege, the one whose unseen labors had forged their gilded paths. No, I stated, my tone resolute and unyielding. Alara's brow arched sharply. No, this was your mother's sanctuary, our legacy. I'm staying put. The room plunged into a suffocating hush. Blaine eyed me then Ilara before erupting in a curt abrasive chuckle. Elias, listen up, he said, edging nearer. He loomed slightly taller, yet hollow, a facade without substance. You're 75. Hoarding a $5 million gem like this, pure squander. It's stagnating, gathering cobwebs, just like you. We need it for forging alliances, generating worth. Worth. I held his stare, the word hanging like a bitter fog. She reduces it to mere property. I mused inwardly, a silent storm brewing. Not our hearth, our haven. Recollections flooded 40 years prior. Miriam and I, barely in our 30s, pooling every scrap to claim this tract. Willowbrook wasn't this upscale enclave then. It was a quiet nook where a family like ours could root without judgment. Types like Blaine would have sneered at these woods back then. I felled the trees, shaped the beams, sealed the roof against relentless rains. My toil and Miriam's unwavering spirit infuse every creak and corner. And now this opportunist cradled in privilege devoid of true grit stands in my domain lecturing on worth his words laced with the metallic tang of disdain that prickled my skin. Leave both of you, I commanded, my voice forged in resolve. I'm immovable. Alara's gaze hardened irritation, yielding to glacial indifference. Stepdad, she intoned flatly. This isn't a request. She delved into her sleek satchel, extracting a hefty dossier, slamming it onto the low table. Behold an urgent motion for guardianship, lodged with the tribunal this dawn. My insides nodded. Guardianship. Indeed, Blaine smirked, smugness resurfacing. Signs are evident, Elias. You overlooked the utility payment last cycle. Overlooked I was in Geneva, sealing a venture for a fortnight. You've shunned essential treatments, Alara appended. Shunned that needless spinal procedure you peddled for a quick reimbursement windfall, and locking eyes with me unmistakable markers of cognitive decay. The adjudicators will deem you unfit for self-governance. I nearly scoffed. Unfit courts swallow such fabrications. They'll swallow it, Alara hissed, malice seeping, particularly with both offspring attesting. The blow landed like a visceral strike. Theo, my fingers quivering not from dread but a blinding wrath that clouded my vision, fumbled for my communicator. I tapped Theo's link. It chimed once, twice. Then his voice frail and diluted. Stepdad. Theo, what's this madness? What has your sister orchestrated? A protracted silence, his breaths ragged audible. Stepdad. Ilara interjected. It's optimal. You're a hazard to yourself. She cleared my debts. Stepdad. My obligations, no more needed hearing. I severed the connection. Theo. My gentle son, the dreamer whose advanced studies I'd funded fruitlessly. The one mired in $80,000 of folly from reckless ventures and excess. Alara had purchased him. Acquired my boy for the cost of a luxury sedan, the betrayal stinging like salt in an open wound, the air thickening with unspoken accusations. I lifted my gaze. Alara consulted her ornate chronometer, a platinum relic I'd gifted for her 40th. Let's avoid courtroom ugliness, stepdad, she urged. Surrender the access codes. We're merciful 12 hours to depart. Gather essentials. The overhaul squad arrives at 8 tomorrow to discard the relics. Blaine advanced, slapping my shoulder in feigned camaraderie that reeked of menace, the contact sending a shiver of revulsion through me. Time's up, Elias. You lack the resources for this battle. You scarcely heat this expanse come winter's bite. I regarded them, my stepdaughter features contorted in avarice, her mate eyes alight with conquest. They believed victory sealed. In that instant, the fury dissipated, replaced by a crystalline, unyielding clarity, cold as the lake's depths. I smiled faintly, a subtle curve devoid of warmth, one that didn't touch my eyes, a gesture that prompted Blaine's palm to retract instinctively. Alara to recoil minutely. It confounded them, derailing their script. The faltering elder wasn't meant to grin amid the oppressive tension. I beheld them the kin who'd sought to rob my abode, my honor, my sanity. Very well, I murmured softly. Alara faltered. Pardon, very well, I echoed. Victory's yours, I'll depart. Bewilderment clouded their greed swiftly. Too seamless. Yet avarice eclipsed caution. Blaine's conceit re-emerged. Alara exhaled relief, her feigned concern mask resuming. It's wisest stepdad. You'll recognize it. One item only I noted. I bypassed them, retrieving Miriam's portrait from its discarded perch, nestling it tenderly in my woolen vest's fold. Gone by dawn, I affirmed. I exited the threshold, abandoning them amid my domain already envisioning renovations. Alara's triumphant cackle pierced as the door latched a piercing, victorious note that echoed in the crisp air. I climbed into my rig, the 2012 Chevy Silverado with 200,000 miles and a fender scar. The vehicle they viewed as emblematic of my frailty, further evidence of obsolescence. They perceived the weathered truck, the simple attire, the 75-year-old man they deemed disposable. They overlooked the architect who'd divested a biotech innovation firm for $80 million half a year prior. Overlooked the strategist who'd amassed prowess as a premier seed funder in emerging sciences over 2 decades. Overlooked the individual whose assets tallied $125 million this morn. They saw a destitute guardian. Fine, I pondered, igniting the engine, its rumble a low growl against the encroaching dusk. Let that illusion persist, the thought coiling like smoke in my mind, fueling a quiet resolve. I bypassed Theo's dwelling, skipped budget lodgings, headed direct to O'Hare Hub. I navigated past harried throngs and queues into the elite enclave, ordered a neat bourbon settled in supple hide, and activated my line. One contact, my counsel, my asset, steward, the keeper of every fiscal thread. He answered promptly. Mr. Thorne, not leisure, I presume. Whitaker, I intoned steadily. Protocol. Miriam. A sharp inhalation across the ether. He grasped the gravity. Sir, absolute certainty enacted, I directed. Liquidate the Willowbrook estate. Conclude by tomorrow's light. Cash acquirer. Price secondary. Velocity paramount. Finalized pre-9. Feasible. A New York conglomerates eyed it persistently. Cash flow assured. Executed. Whitaker affirmed all precision. Excellent. One addition. That Arlington loft, the one Alara and Blaine deemed theirs. The Elias Ventures entity holding. Proceed, initiate reclamation, I commanded, savoring the bourbon's burn. At 8:05 the ensuing morn, my craft ascended from O'Hare's strip. Precisely timed, Alara's silver SUV and Blaine's sleek electric cruiser eased into the Willowbrook Drive, accompanied by a hulking van labeled Premier Refurbishers, primed to erase my essence, the morning mist clinging like a shroud, amplifying the chill that seeped into bones. I've replayed this tableau endlessly reconstructed from Whitaker's meticulous debrief, each detail sharp as frost on glass. Alara alighted regally adorned in oversized visors, likely pricier than my inaugural vehicle. Impatience etched her features, irked at the obligation. Blaine device and earbark directives pre-disembarkation. Affirmative, eviscerate the den entirely. That archaic hearth demolish by midday. Install a spirits vault. They ascended the veranda where Miriam and I had lingered for 40 years observing tempests sweep the lake. Buoyant on triumph, they presumed conquest, the air thick with their overconfidence, a cloying scent that turned my stomach even in recollection. Oh, I wager he cluttered it horribly. Alara likely sneered, nose wrinkled in disdain, probably wallowed in tears overnight. Utterly pitiable. Blaine would have chortled in sync, curled on Theo's cramped sleeper, now pondering his downfall. I'm rooted here, pathetic drivel from a crumbling relic. He invited this Alara might have countered, clinging to yesteryears. Tragic. That's his era's flaw, darling, Blaine would have opined, arm encircling her, oblivious to evolution. This isn't nostalgia, it's capital. Our capital. At the portal, Alara addressed the refurb crew chief. Attention, immaculate by 5. All contents purged, furnishings, tapestries, drapes. Sack it, empty shell. This pinnacle, their zenith. Blaine, smirking arrogantly, brandished the code I'd entrusted years hence, poised for his imperial ingress to assert dominion. He input the sequence anticipating the yield to inaugurate his era. The mechanism resisted. He prodded. Nil. Thrust a new visage flushing. What the devil did the antique alter the codes in delirium, shatter the barrier? Blaine Alara snapped. Tolerance evaporated. Crews billing, but ere Blaine could hurl against the sturdy pine, I fortified a gravel crunch halted them. A elongated glossed obsidian limousine glided up, halting aft Blaine's ride and trapping it. The crew paused, gazes fixed. Unscripted intrusion. Alara huffed irritably. Splendid. More delays. Who the limo portal parted, a figure in impeccably cut navy emerged, polished costly, serenely composed. This was Vance, the property liaison Whitaker dispatched. He circled, unlatching the rear. A duo alighted, mid-50s, exuding seamless affluence. Blaine aped futilely. The lady in alpaca wrapped the gent with easeful assurance. They bypassed Alara, Blaine, the van, fixating on the estate with reverence. Truly magnificent, Vance, the lady remarked, voice resonant in the crisp morn. Virtual tours paled. I assured uniqueness, Vance replied, beaming. Alara incensed this her domain, her spoil descended heels gouging turf. Pardon, she projected shrilly. Assistance needed. This is restricted. Vance pivoted, courteous, expert, unruffled. Morning, Alara, presumably. She halted. Who are you, Vance? He extended a palm, ignored. Final inspection tour. Fresh proprietors desire a revisit, pre-stylists. Blaine flanked her, inflating. Tour for what? We're proprietors. Depart now. Trespass. Vance's courtesy held. A misconception. You're not. Alara's laugh fractured ice-like. Misconception yours. Our estate belonged to stepfather Elias Thorne, but he's displaced. We command vacate. Vance tapped his slate. Elias Thorne, yes, prior holder. That term struck like thunder. It lingered in the misty air, piercing, irrefutable. Alara blanched. What prior Blaine erupted. Listen, pal. Whatever ruse, no ruse, sir? Vance maintained equilibrium. Elias Thorne divested this morn at 7:30. Utter quiet. Crew exchanged glances. Alara gaped a gape. Impossible, Blaine spluttered. Lie. Incapable. We're guardians. Can't vend. Alara wailed, pitch fracturing. Petition lodged. Incompetent. Sale void. Vance shed politeness, visage stern. Ma'am, petition unknown. Fact. Here with Mr. and Mrs. Kingsley, legitimate acquirers of this $5 million gem. Transaction sealed hour past. All cash endorsed by Thorne and elite DC counsel. Fully binding. Now Vance pivoted to buyers. Follow for primary quarters. No, Alara howled, surging past Vance. Mine out. Blaine restrained her, equally dazed. Correct. Illicit. Sue you, elder buyers. Mr. Kingsley spoke, pity mingled disgust. Lad unknown, but embarrassing. We acquired. Suggest depart with associates. He motioned crew and kin pre-police for intrusion. Vance at threshold, fresh code in hand. Inserted clicked smoothly. Portal yielded. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Kingsley, Vance in tone, disregarding the fuming duo on the sward. Alara rigid visage, unadulterated incomprehension wrath. What? Out of my domain, Vance ignored. Held entry for owners. Mr. and Mrs. Kingsley proceed mind the threshold. As duo passed, snubbing my stepdaughter Blaine, jolted from trance. Lunged not at Vance at buyer. Hay can't invade. Fraudulent sale. Mr. Kingsley halted, pivoted. Unused to bellows, scanned Blaine contemptuously. Youth patience exceeded. Legitimate conveyance. Your intruder. Vance authorities. Needless, Vance interposed calmly. Gazed Blaine. Issue not with Kingsley. with Elias Thorne, and me if harassment persists. See, Blaine bellowed timbre, cracking, perspiring garb creased. Fraud. Invalidate by noon. Owner Elias Thorne incompetent. Delirious. Petition yesterday. Vance chuckled sharply dismissive. Petition filed scrap. Uncourtroomed. Your wager truth. Ilara shrieked. Dementia. Oblivious. You duped. Preyed on infirm elder. Vance shook near weary. Ma'am, 2 decades deluxe brokerage here. No duping. Met Elias Thorne yesternight at O'Hare. Acute directed masterful. Accompanied by Whitaker of Whitaker Thorne Associates DC's apex advocate. Blaine's hue drained. Known name. Every financier knew. Impossible Blaine faltered. Quite Vance relished. Thorne endorsed transfers. Whitaker attested. Kingsley's vault wired full $4.5 million cash, confirmed to Thorne's entity at 7:31. Estate he thumped frame sold. Final. Invalidated for you. Ilara stared, processing. 4.5 million whispered. Surrendered $500,000. Prioritized haste, ma'am, Vance said. Swift, pristine cash seal. Achieved. Vance to crew foreman spectating. Sir services redundant. Owner's contractors. Invoice to he gestured Ilara Blaine. Ultimate strike, foreman's jaw set. What corporate billing claimed. Assuredly Vance, now Mr. and Mrs. Donovan, error Kingsley vacate forthwith. 60 seconds to vehicles or Willowbrook enforcers removed for trespass. Ilara shattered, emitted feral rage loss wail. No dialing him. Can't. Yanked device digits, assaulting. Ear pressed. Heard click, automated. Subscriber unreachable. Retry. At that instant, 30,000 feet, Atlantic-bound champagne flute in hand. Not. He's not. Switched off. Screamed at Blaine his culpability. Off. As defeated on lawn of estranged estate, I savored extra. See not any cash buyer. Whitaker and I precise. Man entering my domain, Victor Kingsley Helm of Kingsley Ventures, Blaine's pathological nemesis. Outmaneuvered him thrice yearly. Blaine lost not asset delivered to archfoe. Another champagne sip. That I pondered defines worth. Fortune with firm summit Blaine. Kingsley likely invites. I envisioned vividly, as if adjacent, not aloft. Stepdaughter Ilara composure fractured myriad. Adored visage, now fury's crimson veil, stabbing device redialing relentlessly. Respond, ancient wretch. Respond. Nothing but click courteous auto. Pivots to Blaine eyes, feral shriek. Off gone off. Off. Blaine paralyzed. Unscripted. Bully punches down, freight trained blindside. Watches new owners traverse space, wine vault planned minutes prior. Watches crew repack. Foreman approaches palm out demands recompense. Panic crests. Not setback. Misapprehension. Annihilation. Ilara hysterical dialing Theo, new sold estate. Theo babbles clueless. Defeated, humiliated pre-strangers hirelings tasked, discard my existence pre-new owner. That savored most cloud gazing. Not any buyer. Whitaker precise. Entering admiring Lake Vista Master Suite, Victor Kingsley Ventures CEO. Blaine loathes pathologically. Professional envy deep. Kingsley outbid thrice boardroom fool. I faltering Elias Thorne vended $5 million estate to Nemesis. $500,000 under haste insured Blaine unblinking. Ilara sought bonds. Blaine gala impress. Kingsley hosts gladly. Invites Blaine. Perhaps valet. Attendant inclined. More champagne. Mr. Thorne. Genuine smiled. Yes, indeed. Phase 1 sealed. Phase 2. Willowbrook to Arlington trek 2.5 hours. I mid-second champagne, Newfoundland coastal. Their drive. Not quiet. Oppressive silence louder than clamor. Initial shock cooled to frigid seething terror. Blaine in electric knuckles bleached on wheel. Mind beyond estate on Kingsley boasted clients cratered summit career. Tallying humiliation toll. Blaming Ilara. Alara tails an SUV down payment my wedding boon. Redials thumb frenzied. Voicemails spiral stepdad call dire error. To ancient bastard ruin you. Annapolis nearing bridge loom dashboard amber flickers. Fuel low. Yanks wheel lanes cut, sand signal into glaring megastation. Exits, door slam shakes frame. Ignores gallon cost. Snatches nozzle elite card from purse slots. Screen failed. Attend cashier. Visage confusion ire flash. Faulty unit mutters yanks rethrusts. Declined. Unfathomable shrieks vacant. Storm store cuts soda family. Slaps card counter. Pump 7 defective. Teen cashier sighs swipes. Sorry declined. Impossible voice escalates stares drawn. Platinum. Limitless. Reswipe. Did. Declined. Fine. Huffs purse digs. Another elite visa. Try. Swiped. Declined. Pallor. Not annoyance, sharp panic. Third debit. Declined. What's with you screams at youth. Happening banks froze. Mistake. Fraud flag. Blaine pulls adjacent irked delay. Enters, eye rolls, her incompetence pays own card. Sneers exit. Can't finance self Alara. Resume vehicles. Unspoken. But drive transmutes longest terror-laden existence. Rage lingers joined fear, creeping icy. Estate mere onset dawning realization shadows, lengthening in minds like encroaching night. Arlington penthouse, returned sun dipping. Exhausted, shamed, terrified. Station seed dread in stepdaughter's core. Harvest imminent. Enter gleaming contemporary loft panoramas over metro sprawl. I funded. Car silence infuses home. Blaine hurls keys marble counter echo vast void. Alara slumps white hide sofa sheds pricey footwear. Blaine's device buzzes. Irate missives. Foreman. Payment crew wages. Owe $800 travel minimum. Blaine curses low. Detests dangling costful. Useless antique mutters me blamed bill. Now pay fools. Laptop outglass desk banks online. Invoice locates pay. Inputs biz expense account. Enter. Red alert failed. Funds insufficient. Stares. Insufficient balance should 50,000 reads 1250. Electric panic jolt. No, no, no. Switches joint savings. Balance zero. Alara yell pitch shrill thin. Here now, Alara rushes pale. What wrong accounts? Look. Points, zeros. What mistake? Bank glitch. Call. Blaine frantic portal switches. Main quarterly consult 20,000. Could have advised feudal, I mused, signaling a tenant water. Blaine fancies genius capitalist. Never probed client offshore, fund quarterly. 20,000 clockwork performance irrespective. Arrogance barred diligence. Never unearthed Elias Ventures source. Not consultant expense. Cut clawed last two non-performance. Screen loads. Consult balance negative 40,000. Dry choke gasp. Gone. Took all. Back. Talking Alara screams. Trust moms. Untouchable. Mine. Oh, naive child. Proudest part. Log zone inheritance monthly 15,000 since Miriam's void. Called mom's funds. Swirled ice, believed private bequest. Never perused docs. Arrogant, entitled fine print blind. Saw influx claimed right. Ignored Miriam and I tandem built. Past all 125 million reverted me. Miriam Thorne. Endowment paying bills. Not inheritance. Discretionary me trustee soul. Mourn discretionally ceased. Page loads. Balance 429.19. Deposit cancellation pending. No scream. Beyond. Cold silent crush. Life foundation loft vehicle garb. Self sand tide surged. Cut off whispers, hands quake. Cut off. Took all. Blaine full panic paces hair rakes. Estate accounts. Liquidating, fleeing, antique hides, pre-guardianship. Stop Alara whisper yell desperate. Lawyers freeze assets. Theo Blaine, eyes wide. Left him loved more. Call brother. Must money. Stepdad optimal. Probe knows. Alara grabs device, tremble dials. Last hope. Weak manipulable sibling. Must have. Plane higher, dark ocean mind penthouse. Duo Blaine. Alara lives debris. Thought players, smart. Blaine is special. Believed predator cosmos lord. Never queried consult client fund quarterly. 20,000 performance blind. Arrogant diligence nil. Elias Ventures source unseen. Not consultant expense. Cut Mornclawed 6 months non-performance. Alara stepdaughter throne entitled life. Believed Miriam Thorne endowment birthright. Too vital occupied fine print read. Wood of truth. Miriam I unified built. Past estate 125 million trustee me soul. Inheritance. Allowance discretionary gift raise lower cancel. 9 morn. Faucet off. Water shut. Penthouse shouts cease. Panic silence cold undiluted sets. Not mistake. Not glitch. Coordinated demolition existence. No funds. No credit. Loft yet unrealized soon. Alara hyperventilates mind races branch seek fall. Eyes ignite. Desperate hope spark. Theo shriek raw. Call Theo. Left something. Must. Loved more. Plain Atlantic somewhere quiet dark. Mind second act climax. Theo 30 minutes speed cheap Arlington flat to luxury Arlington penthouse. 30 minutes device vibrate hysterical Alara text. Burst door breathless pale fear. Sees immediate Alara makeup smeared blotchy red. Blaine rage vibrate explosive. What wrong happened? Gave what Alara lunges shirt grabs. Stepdad left you cut us all. But you always loved. Theo eyes wide paler. Left. Voice terrified squeak. Didn't leave. Took. Talking Blaine snarls low dangerous. Bank. Theo stammers phone tremble hold. Owed 80,000 debts, so Alara shrieks. Called loan. Emptied checking savings. Nothing. Negative 32,000. Cut 2. Hope matchstick extinguished. Theo ace. Manipulable weak not useless same vessel. Alara stares screen negative. Looks brother. Eyes desperate to acid undiluted. You hiss quiet venomous. Your fault. What Theo stumbles back. My house opposed handle him. Scream shoves hard. Good son. Calm him. Petition agreed weak. Couldn't write. Tried. Theo cries. Said sick. Losing mind. Said shut both Blaine roars. Room silences. Advances. Theo finger jabs chest. Knew didn't knew money. What no Blaine swear no idea. Liar. Blaine shoves. Played us. Own sister. Dirty work us bad guys swoop loyal all to you. No broke. Look. Sold out. Alara screams joins Blaine pushes brother. Like sold him 80 grand. Worthless. Always worthless. Trio united front down father. Circle multi-million loft rabid pack scream shove claw. Alliance not broken detonated. Rats trap tier mutual busy miss door sound. Polite firm knock. Screaming peak. Alara Blaine. Theo Viper pit tier now money gone. Lost greed betrayal. Panic consumed initial miss. Knock knock. Polite firm official threshold. Razor cut shouts. Freeze. Red angry faces pale new fear. Who? Police. Bank. Knock. 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 Louder insistent. Blaine dominance reattempt storms, door yanks. What want bark? Not police, not banker. Tall, thin, perfect press gray suit. Leather portfolio. Accountant mid-corporate counsel. Terrifying impassive. Eyes blank. Man not look Blaine. Gaze drifts past land's daughter. You Alara. Thorne Kingsley man asks flat, no emotion. Alara voice, hoarse scream steps. I, yes. Who? This man. No answer. Opens portfolio, thick envelope holds. Serve notice, ma'am. Alara stares. Serve what talking didn't do. Instructed personal delivery man. Officially served. Blaine snatches. Not accepting. Out. Job done, man, unmoving. Advise read document very carefully. Evening. Turns elevator button, presses back them. Blaine slams door. Looks Alara envelope. Hands shake. This did now rips open. Thick legal jargon. Scans eyes dart. Reads first face pale to ash. Alara whisper. Not his voice. What Alara? What did Chad error? Blaine looks eyes vacant horror eclipses. This eviction notice. Eviction. Alara laughs short, hysterical. Ridiculous. Can't. Own loft. Can't. No Blaine voice tremble reads paper. Notice quit tenants. Alara Thorne, Kingsley. Blaine Kingsley, from owner Elias Ventures, LLC. Alara World stops. Elias Ventures. What? His company. Bank 1, says Blaine, continue voice break. Owner Elias Ventures hereby terminates at-will tenancy. Per rental agreement terms. Rental. Alara scream snatches. What rental bought? Stepdad gave. Wedding present. Scans pages, eyes fly legal till attached copy. Document signed 5 years post-honeymoon. Thought boring tax for gift. Too excited. Arrogant busy read. 10-page rental. This isn't real whisper paper falls fingers. Tricked. Says Theo picks paper voice dead. Tenants vacate within 24 hours. 24 hours. Man suit gone. Loft silent. Fight over. Lost estate. Lost money. Now told homeless. Rental. Alara voice not scream. Sound breaks barrier own reality. Shriek mind rejects unprocessed fact. What rental own loft gave us? Wedding, lying. Blaine silent. Breathes icy water pulled. No angry, no arrogant, terrified. Stumbles runs mahogany desk corner, rips drawer files hang papers throw. Blaine doing Alara cries follows. Call police. Fraud. Papers. Blaine mutters voice shake. Wedding papers, closing docs. Here. No here. Not proof show suit, man. Proof show self-world stand real. A closing docs. Plain descent. Florence. Eyes close, picture docs clear. Recall found loft 5 years wedding post. Insufferable. Stepdad perfect, Alara gushed line. 4 million Arlington penthouse. Us. Blaine line big shot sound. Elias Financial's tricky plan. Cosign structure loan fund leverage asset. Tried me pay 4 million zero down. Audacious impressive almost. Countersun complicated folksy poor dad voice. Banks rates variable. Simple. Buy cash. Cleaner. LLC tax. Wedding gift both. Silence deafening. Stunned. 4 million cash. Luck disbelief. Greed blinded questions missed. Who LLC owner? Week later, Whitaker office. Whitaker gray suit, slides, stack conference. All right, Alara Blaine, standard LLC formation tenancy paperwork records. Sign here, here, here. Giddy, new life drunk. Saw Elias Ventures top assumed given them. Saw Arlington penthouse names. Fine print unread. Signed managing tenants, not owners. Saw monthly lease $100. Thought legal fee tax quirk. 5 years paid 100 month believed management fee company. No idea rent. Unread at will clause owner Elias. Ventures terminate 24 hours notice any. No reason. Arrogant sure world place. Signed. Own death warrant. Found. Blaine roars penthouse. Pulls thick file labeled penthouse. Title drawer back. Rips papers scatter. See yells Alara voice crack desperate false triumph. See here. Voice trails. Stairs top page. Not title. Not deed. 20-page doc cover. Bold clear residential lease agreement. No whisper. Wrong file. Frantic dig same. Bill's insurance lease. Always lease. Alara snatches. Eyes wide, frantic scan. Jargon not grasp words yes. Landlord, tenant, monthly rent. Eyes last signature. Own flowing, Alara Thorne Kingsley above tenant. Blaine Sharp, arrogant Blaine Kingsley above tenant. Mine Elias Thorne above landlord, authorized Elias Ventures LLC. Sound small choke air sucked lungs. Paper flutters fingers. Understood 100 month, rent. Company Elias Ventures. Not theirs. His. Loft stand parties hosted identity built. Never hers. Allowed stay. Not gift. She no faint, no scream. Collapse. Legs give. Crumples, Italian marble body folds self. Theodore frozen, terror bends, slow picks. Other dock eviction suit. Man delivered. Reed's last loud voice, dead monotone, silent tomb room. All tenants' personal property. Remove premises within 24 hours. 4 million loft not own, no money, no credit, no home. One day. Wheels touch smooth silk Tuscany runway. Arrived. They too. 1 week later, not Tuscany. Flown DC, one final. Not home, not loft. Whitaker Firm Conference, 50th floor, dark mahogany, floor-ceiling glass, overlook National Mall. Washington Monument clear. Room purpose. Power demonstrate. Sat head, long polished table, hot black coffee sip. Not old woolen. Custom tailored suit. First time lives show other me. Me Blaine wildest dreams wish be. Door opens. Whitaker assistant Sharp, young shows in. Diminished. Blaine first swagger gone. Suit wrinkled slept. Face puffy dark circles. Sees me eyes flash hatred undiluted. Hatred cornered animal, not predator. Theo shuffles next. Broken pale shaky. Eyes red cry. No look me. Stares feet chair far possible. Then Alara beautiful confident stepdaughter. Unrecognizable. Hair messy bun careless. No makeup. Clothes designer rumpled stained. Hollowed. Fire gone. Looked tired first old. Sat opposite end. 3 huddle shipwreck survivors. Last week mid-hotel burn last cash. Tried lawyer none DC take. No money especially versus Whitaker. Whitaker enters thick leather binder. Sits right binder table, solid, definitive thud, looks over glasses. Thank coming voice cold formal. Blaine puffs. Not here. Whitaker hand up. Blaine stops instant. Here, because client Mr. Thorne generous grant meeting. Not demands, not negotiate. Here, listen. Coffee sip. Room silent. Final act begin. Silence room heavier gold. Whitaker words hang absolute final. Here listen. Broke her. Not loud, breath hitch, shoulder tremor. Alara stepdaughter stood home, gave 12 hours out, cry begin. Not fake theatrical way get. Ugly broken desperate sound. Person hit bottom, true complete. Head hands, shoulders shake. His idea whisper sobs. Blaine head snaps eyes wide. What say? Alara lifts tears, mascara smear mess, points tremble finger husband, him scream voice crack, all him, turns desperate pleading eyes me. Stepdad. Stepdad, please, believe, all Blaine. Guardianship petition, his idea, told sick, losing mind. Protect assets from self. Blaine looks stabbed. You lying? Did Alara shrieks, feet jumps. Told grateful. Told Theo agreed. Pushed. Said emotional, not big picture. Never wanted. Just help. Had admit spectacular performance. Self-preservation masterpiece. Rat-cornered eat other rat. Blaine sputters. Looks wife me. Whitaker. Dismantled piece own partner. Rage boils, fear momentary forget. Not do this. Alara roars palms, slam polished table. Echo quiet room. Stands re-establish universe master posture. Chest puffs. Looks me. Coercion yell voice shake loud. Not intimidated. Point tremble finger me. Sue you. Sue him. Gesture Wild Whitaker corrupt firm. Sue fraud theft emotional distress. Can't take everything. Can't throw people home. Rights, illegal, grasping straws. Legal sound words, wall hope stick. Forgot lease, forgot law, forgot all except wounded pride. Pathetic. No word. Look him. Slowly gaze Whitaker. No word. Let finish tantrum. Let spit yell empty threats. Let exhaust rage. Done breathing hard, finger tremble air, look, Whitaker. Whitaker, no sigh, no raise voice. Looks clinical, cold pity. Sue us. Voice quiet cut room. Mr. Kingsley, please invite Sue. Genuinely loves C-stand court explain this. Slowly opens thick leather binder front. Turns slides smooth polish mahogany. Stops front Blaine. Own petition. Emergency guardianship. Can't use Blaine stammers. Can Whitaker. Will. Signature. Not sworn statement filed court. Whitaker taps section. Start claim here client, Mr. Thorne. Forget bills, cognitive decline. Slide second thinner folder top. Client's Geneva bank statements. Confirm week claimed forget utility. Fact personally oversee 80 million divest biotech firm. Eudementia. Banking brilliant close. Court law voice drops. Calls perjury, Alara small choke, Theo flinch, or perhaps Whitaker continue. Prefer discuss other sworn claim refuse vital care. Slides another. Signed affidavit. Dr. Elias specialist client actual highly regard physician. States spinal surgery push, quote, unnecessary elective potentially harmful. Notes preferred surgeon college roommate. Leans forward, drops polite. File fraudulent petition. Mr. Kingsley sees estate control not civil. Felony. Jurisdiction max 5 years prison both. Blaine stares. Trapped. Knows. But Whitaker not finish. But voice whisper not biggest problem today. Closes binder. Looks not lawyer executioner. Client requests last week conduct forensic review professional life venture fund Kingsley Capital. It thought 125 million really. Not suit plain view. Gravity. Hire best ruthless forensic accountants world. Find single dirty dollar mountain clean. Trace whisper lie source. And Blaine. Nothing but lies. Private fund. Blaine stammers face sickly green white. No right. Every right commit fraud versus client Whitaker snaps. Found irregularities fascinating. Leverage unverified assets, creative quarterly earnings report, consult fees, compelling. Whitaker steeples fingers. Looks dead eye. No calls yet, voice casual weather. Wait see meeting go? Thick detailed file desk thinking one phone, anonymous tip. Securities Exchange Commission file career not over Mr. Kingsley. Life no. Word. SEC bullet. Blaine, no yell, no protest, no breathe. Someone chest plug pull. Color anger arrogance drain leave pale tremble empty shell. Staggers back, hand fumble chair back. Not sit. Collapses. Not universe master, not predator. Failed criminal. Look him. Man called delirious. Man steal wife's home. Man shoulder clap called Elias. 125 million. Power make man like Blaine Kingsley disappear. New. Blaine broken stair table world reduce single word sec. Whitaker dismantle peace legal. But Ilara stepdaughter still try. See husband collapse not tragedy opportunity. Slides chair knees hit expensive carpet crawl feet. My table end. Stepdad sob hands clasp desperate prayer. Stepdad please. See what is. Criminal. Liar. Fooled me. Us all. Please, stepdad. Your stepdaughter. All left. Don't let ruin me too. Sorry. So sorry. Let crawl. Watch this 45 woman gravel floor lawyer office. Watch throw husband plot with underbus no hesitation. Wait done. Fake sobs subside whimpers. Then first time entire meeting speak. Voice quiet. Not angry. Not sad. Empty. Up Alara. Flinches shout. Slowly awkward feet stumbles chair. Look her. Really. Not poor stepdad. Not delirious old. Man betrayed. Right one thing voice cut silence. My stepdaughter. Stood mother's home built died. Tried steal. Opens mouth. Stepdad, you continue hand up silence, her Whitaker silence, Blaine. Not just steal home, steal dignity. Declare insane, erase me. You partner plot strip home name mind. All money, let words hang. Mother Miriam believed you. Thought strong, just greedy weak. Look, Blaine stare void. Chose this hollow, grasping, pathetic man became like. Not sorry did Alara. Sorry caught. Turn gaze. Not receive another cent me. Not mother memory. Allowance gone. Trust gone. Loft gone. Everything gone. Wanted charge assets. Now none own. Face crumples. Last desperate hope cry apologize charm back will. Died. Then turned sun. Theo silent whole face bury hands. Ghost room. Theo. Flinches no look up. Look me say. Not request. Command. Slowly head rose. Face ruin. Stepdad whisper complete broken. Stepdad. I cut off. Not anger simple cold devastating fact. $80,000 say. Stops breathing. That say your price. Sold stepfather $80,000. No cry real agonizing. No stepdad wasn't like. Scared debt. Alara said, paid education voice quiet level. Paid masters never used. Paid apartments, cars. Every bad investment. Asked nothing return except love loyalty. Lean forward. Time came sister that gesture Blaine came lie. No call me, no defend. Took money, signed paper, sold me. Sold stepfather stack cash pay credit. Couldn't speak. Broke. Head drop table sob deep racking true broken sound. Look them. 2 children, 1 failed predator, other coward. Judgment delivered. Whitaker voice flat. Whitaker stands, signal. Mr. Kingsley. Ms. Thorne. Kingsley meeting concluded. Security lobby escort building. No. Alara shriek desperate animal. Lunges forward grab arm table. Stepdad can't. Please, your stepdaughter. You're out say. Words not loud, not angry. Final. Hit harder slap. Both you say out my sight. Whitaker already opened conference door. 2 large impassive dark suits stand wait. Alara sees finally understand. Over. Game done. Strangled pathetic wail stumbles back, grabs Blaine arm. Moves puppet strings cut, let's pull hallway. Heavy door clicks shut. Then only Theo. Still table head, bury hands, shoulders shake. Weak, coward, betrayed. But still son. Let cry full minute. Let silence fill only shame, Theo say. Slowly, painfully lifts head. Face wreck. Stepdad. I don't know do, no say. Reach inner pocket tailored suit. Pull personal checkbook, not card book. Want see. Open. Pen. Write date. Name Theo Thorne. Amount $10,000. Tear book. Sharp rip quiet room. Slide polish table. Stops front. Stares red eyes wide confusion. What? This that say $10,000. Enough bus ticket. Go new rent cheap studio 6 months fine job. Real job, not internship, not music venture. Job sweat. Hands dirty. Reaches hand tremble. Stepdad thank. I promise. Hand flat check stop take. Looks up scared. Not gift voice iron. Loan. Last loan ever me. Sold me 80,000. Now new debt 10. Look straight eye. Don't want to hear you until way pay back. Every cent. Pull hand away. Go say. Go learn, man. Maybe not too late. Takes fold, shake hands, stands, no word. Walks room, leaves alone. Heavy conference door click shut. Theo gone. Whitaker lawyer ally looks. No smile. Not kind man. Simply stands silent question eyes. Done part. War over. Thank Whitaker voice, steady everything. Nods. Elias. Only word need. Picks thick leather binder, holds proof power truth. Walks room leaves alone. Alone. Turntable away, ghost children greed, walk massive floor ceiling window. 50 stories below DC map. Cars tiny specks, people invisible. See Washington Monument, sharp white needlepoint, clear blue sky. Think noise past week, screaming Alara. Fake desperate sobs, Blaine empty, pathetic bluster, Theo broken, agonizing cries. All gone. Just silence. Clean quiet, expensive silence. Room, silence. Victory, silence, order. Car waits downstairs. No back estate. Victor Kingsley probably already demolished hearth. Fine. Never estate. Memory. Taking with. No hotel. No Theo empty flat. Straight O'Hare straight elite lounge. Next scene, not dark power suit. Comfortable cashmere sweater. Seat 2A. Attendant kind smile places wine tray. Not champagne. Not time. Deep dark Tuscan red. Look window. 35,000 feet air. Not look down city help build family. Lost. Look up brilliant endless white clouds, ocean set sky blue, hurts. Look. Flying away wreckage. Flying toward new. Stepdaughter Alara. Write one thing, 75. Old man. Looked saw finished. Saw poor stepdad. Saw asset manage, problem solve, resource liquidate. Forgot all, forgot one vital lesson. Miriam taught. Lesson lived died. Elias hand mine never mistake kindness, weakness. Let selfish, greedy. Weak, kind till mistook kindness crossed line. Not revenge. Revenge hot, messy, empty. This order. Created chaos. Broken rules, family, respect, decency. Spit mother grave. I put things proper place. Sunbus somewhere 10,000 learn value single dollar, maybe first time. Stepdaughter husband, cheap hotel, learn value else. I play in Italy, learn live again. Books balanced, accounts settled, order restored. Ordeal taught hard lesson, one took 75 years full understand. Spent decades confused generosity, love give children want. Never taught need, never taught respect. Mistook kindness, weakness, finally set boundary. Learned true family, not built financial support. Built mutual respect, dignity. Sometimes only reestablish order show, every action very real, very final consequence. What would done position? Think went too far, or only lesson understand? Let no honest thoughts, comments below.